Hello and welcome to round 9 of the 2019 Formula Virtual World Championship here from Indianapolis in the United States. My name is Downton and I'll be joined today by Harry Westwood.
Hi guys, it's great to be back and I'm excited for the race.
Today then the drivers will be tackling 78 laps of this 3.925 kilometre circuit, possibly one of the most famous circuits in the United States. It's home to the famous Indy 500. Al Kanga has won here for the last 2 years. Can he make it a hat trick? Let's take a look through the grid then and see where they line up. It's Klaas-Van Snelheid on pole position. He stopped the run of Enrico Ruiz, who made it to 3 in a row. He couldn't make it 4 and take the record. He's on the mediums, as is Timo Kinnaman alongside. A great effort from the Finn to beat his teammate for the first time this season. Ruiz starts from 3rd. He's on the mediums as well. Alexander Zazolia goes from 4th. He is the lead runner on the hard tyres. The mediums and the hards are the most wide-ranging tyres here today. Felix Beyer, a great qualifying effort from the Dutchman in the Holmqvist. He's on the soft tyres going from 5th. He may struggle in the hot temperatures. It's Kanga 6th. He is on the mediums. Nathaniel Powers is 7th on the hard tyres, as is Felix Perez alongside him in 8th, while completing the top 10 in 9th we have Adrian Simon. Simon is on the mediums as well. Sebastian Bergqvist goes on the hard tyres from 10th place in the second of the Holmqvists. Just outside the top 10 then, and on row 6, in 11th, we've got John Matson in the Ingram. He is on hard tyres as well. Likewise, Johan Halverson in the lead of the North Stars alongside him in 12th. On row 7, in 13th, we have Sergio Alvarez. Alvarez is joined by his teammate Thierry Dylander. The two Phoenixes make up the 7th row. Both of them are on the hard tyres. Just behind them then, in 15th position, we've got Nikolai Milkovic. Milkovic with a stunning qualifying effort in the Chima. He's on the medium tyres and goes from 15th, just ahead of the second North Star of Gabriel Garcia. That's how impressive Milkovic's lap was. Garcia is on the hard tyres, as is Elroy Wagner behind him in 17th. He heads row 9, he's on the hard tyres as well in the first of the Lopez's. James Vasquez is 18th on the mediums, completing the top 20. Victor Osberg also on the mediums, and Dmitro Kovalenko, who makes a race for the first time since Australia, he goes from 20th on the soft tyres. Behind him, all the guys who had issues. Well, Puccio Giordano failed to set a time in qualifying, he's on the mediums, and behind them the drivers who were excluded. Mario Juan Lopez heads them, he's 22nd. They failed to submit strategy, so they're on the tyres they were last race. Jules Simon on the mediums is 23rd. Will Hoskins 24th in the Andromeda, he's on the hards. And on the back row of the grid, completing them, we have two Lucases for the first time in a while. The first of Carson Davenport, he's on the extra softs, and Arden Hutchinson goes on the mediums. So as we go down to the grid then, it's Klaas-Van Snelheid in pole position on the left, Timo Kinnaman second on the right. It's a long hold here at Indianapolis, the lights go out now and we're racing in the United States. It's a good start from Timo Kinnaman then, who's already up and alongside Klaas-Van Snelheid as they head down to turn 1. The Dutchman will have the inside line, but Kinnaman is on the racing line on the outside. Can Klaas hold on? Kinnaman looks as though he's got a better run, he sweeps in wider. Kinnaman noses ahead, Klaas-Van Snelheid back around the outside of turn 2, and Klaas does indeed then keep the lead from Kinnaman. Ruiz third, Felix Beyer up to 4.
Yeah, Beyer obviously with a fantastic qualifying session yesterday, found himself high up on the grid, has made the most of his start and kept right up where he wants to be.
Yeah, I suppose no real surprise there from Beyer. He is on the soft tyres in amongst a myriad of hard and medium tyre runners as Enrico Ruiz dives to the inside of his teammate, but nothing doing there.
Yeah, definitely unhappy about being beaten by his teammate for the first time all season in qualifying yesterday, and he's going to be looking to overtake Timo fairly quickish.
Yeah, he absolutely will. And it's a very quick lap here in Indianapolis then, just over a minute, so we're nearly already towards the end of the opening lap. There's Felix Perez that dives to the inside of Al Kanga. Kanga shuts the door on him, and amazingly there wasn't contact.
That was a highly ambitious move there from Felix, and just kind of not doing himself any favours there in his bid to keep his seat for next season.
No, absolutely. As Klaas edging away up front, Ruiz all over Timo Kinnaman. He's up the inside of his teammate then into turn 1. The two Franklins go wheel to wheel. Ruiz is over the curb, nearly into the side of his teammate, round the outside of turn 2, and they're still side by side then. Ruiz has the inside line. Kinnaman sweeps around the outside. There was some slight contact there, but they've both got away with it, as that has allowed Klaas to escape up front.
Yeah, so Klaas is now just going to be able to build that gap and vanish. Meanwhile, some fantastic racing between the two teammates, and Beyer's getting
look at Beyer down the inside of Enrico Ruiz. Felix Beyer takes third place. Is Ruiz going to fight back? He's not, no. Powers goes around the outside as well.
Oh, Ruiz is fighting back against Powers though, then just misses the corner entirely. They're still side by side. This is fantastic opening to the race.
Yeah, phenomenal opening couple of laps here then, as Ruiz and Powers are still side by side. Is Bayer absolutely scampering away already in third place, but Powers and Ruiz still will to win as they come around the final sector. And I think that's, Ruiz has done it then. Powers caught too much curve on the inside line. Ruiz retains fourth place.
Yeah, and he also did very well to avoid actually being re-overtaken by Kanga. Obviously, Powers qualifying. A bit disappointed, I would have thought he would be with 7th position, but he seems to be making up for it at the moment. As
absolutely. His Powers back down the inside of turn 1 of Ruiz, then they're at it again. He holds around the outside of turn 2, and Powers retakes 4th.
Yeah, Ruiz looking for any which way he can find to get back past the triple world champion, but no way back through.
Yeah, and Enrique Ruiz then, who for the first time in 3 races wasn't on pole position, is dropped from 3rd to 5th in a handful of laps. Here he goes, looking to try and take the position back from Nathaniel Powers. He's on the quicker tyre. Powers is now the leading contender on the hards, and we've got chaos in the background. That is the number 22, the DS Mathershaw of Adrian Simon.
Wait, he should be the 21.
Nope, Kanga finished higher up in the championship last year.
Yeah, but that's not how it gets picked.
Well, it was at Mathershaw.
Well, Rob, you're an idiot. Simon's better than Kanga. I know the graphic doesn't really reflect that right now.
Yeah, but
Klaas, meanwhile, pumps in another fastest lap.
Yeah, he keeps doing them, doesn't he? Oh, he's beaten by Kinnaman.
By 2/10, so not much, but something.
Yeah, so Timo Kinnaman then, starting to close a little on the race leader, as we've got Housen and Zazolia there side by side. And Johan Housen takes 9th place, or does he? Zazolia is coming back at him, and Zazolia, wow, that was really impressive. The exit he got from the corner there.
I've missed us, Bradley.
I mean, that's just weird.
I think that was Zazolia actually making his way back through the field after that incident where
Yeah, I'm assuming it was him that got tangled with Adrian Simon.
It had to be one of the firsts. They seem to always get their nose into some kind of trouble at the moment. You can see why Adam is quite frustrated with them.
Massively.
Especially like that kind of behaviour at their home V-Prix as well. Not only for them, but also their engine supplier. They need to get a good result here. The car is capable of it, but are the drivers?
Yeah, well, we know Zazolia is capable of podiums. He's proved that one before.
True. I guess we'll have to wait and see, like you were about to say.
You literally took the words right out of my mouth. You.
Would you like me to put them back in?
No, it's fine. As Johan Albertson then coming under pressure at turn 1 from Adrian Simon, as the Frenchman looks to move back into the point positions. Further back in the pack then, Will Hoskins struggling to make any progress as he is defending from the 2 Lucas cars of Arden Hutchinson and Carson Davenport. Interestingly enough.
Hang on. That's not right.
Yes, it is.
He's in the wrong team, Bradley.
Carson Davenport is... You have not followed the news, have you?
No, I remember now, because he's with Lucas for like 2 or 3 races, isn't it?
3 races, yes, while Diego Campos gets his chance to fail to qualify for 3 races at Chima.
Wow. I suppose Ahmed is probably Campos' biggest fan. It'll be a bit... I mean, I can see why he went for it. Campos has an amazing history at this circuit. But the gamble has not paid off, and only Milkovic has actually made it through into the actual race. As we've got Simon, sorry to talk a lot, but up the inside there of Halverson into turn 1. Nice tidy overtake, and he's back in the top 10, yay!
Yeah, seems weird, but unusual that we just see a clean overtake like that into turn 1. It's usually then followed up by some side-by-side racing through turns 2 and 3 and finished into turn 4.
Yeah, but I think that just really does illustrate the gap between the top 3 or 4 teams and the rest of the pack. They are just so much better. At least this season. Yeah,
certainly seems to be the case, as Adrian Simon now has 2.5 seconds to close back up onto Alexander Zazolia. As on board with Nathaniel Powers, Brett has caught Felix Bayer in 3rd.
Yeah, it's taken him long enough. Obviously, he's on a harder tyre and Bayer's on the... Well, he's on hards and Bayer's on the softs, right?
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah.
They are one of very few drivers on the soft tyres, but then it is sort of 30-odd degrees and absolutely roasting here in Indianapolis, so I'm not entirely sure those soft tyres are going to last particularly long.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah, Bear gets squiggly and Nathaniel Powers then senses his opportunity round the outside. Can he make it work? He can't. No, Bear cuts back in front and holds him off, and that puts Ruiz right onto the back of the triple world champion.
Yeah, sensible there from Powers. He knew it would have been quite easy to get tangled up in an incident there, as we got a yellow flag.
And here we go, sorry, Enrico Ruiz down the inside, then Nathaniel Powers, Powers down the inside of Bear. They nearly go 3 wide into the corner, and somehow they all come out with it.
Well, there's slight contact there, and Ruiz has made his way through. It's a little sketchy, uncircling Powers' car as he slithered up the inside, but he's gotten the overtake done, has moved up into 4th position.
Yeah, he's made that one work, and well, Ruiz needed that because Powers is on the hard tyres, and you'd assume we'll be making at least 1 stop left during this race.
I thought you were going to say at least 1 stop, and I was like, well, okay. We're setting the standard for commentary that low.
Well, I mean, your standard for commentary is usually sort of like rock bottom, so here we go.
Hey, listen up, bucko. I carry this commentary every time I'm here. I'm what the people come to see, not the multi-million-dollar Formula Virtual Card and drivers and all the other... I can't think of the words.
My water's warm already.
Really? That's why you put ice in your drink, kid.
Ew.
I did. 3 massive ice cubes, and we won't talk about 4th.
Ignoring that, it is disgustingly warm in this commentary box right now.
Well, my side has got a nice breeze coming through, but the door keeps kind of opening and shutting on its own.
Magic.
Or it's just the ghost of James Hunt just checking in that I'm doing a smashing job.
That's entirely possible as well.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. What drink do you have ice cubes in?
Oh, it's just like Cherryade.
What? Well, it's not alcoholic.
Well, I had my beer earlier with my pizzas. Pizza, 1, singular. Don't eat multiple pizzas in one day. That's not
sorry to pause it, but here we go. Enrico Ruiz then. Closing on the back of Felix Bear down to turn 1, but nothing doing there as we have a yellow flag in the final sector. Bear is very wide there though, and that's surely going to give Ruiz a run around the outside. But no, it's not, because Bear covers the inside line and Ruiz cannot make it work.
Yeah, no, Ruiz, I don't know if he's taken a bit too much out of his tyres already, but he's just looking like he's not so cozy. As we've got a yellow flag again, we've got Powers closing up. Are they gonna? No, yeah, okay. Oh, that's a Lucas.
That is Carson Davenport in the pits.
Wait, do we call them Lucases or Wilsons?
They're Lucases.
I knew that. Oh yeah, there used to be Lucas Wilson.
Yeah. One thing that's interesting to note is that Felix Bear being in 3rd place is really helping Klaas and Kinnaman up front, who are now some 8.5 seconds clear of this little gaggle.
I've got to be honest, I was expecting Kinnaman to drop back quite quickly in this V-Prix, but I mean, he's been helped a lot, like you say, by Felix, as Ruiz up the inside then, on the approach to turn 1, he's got that done before even the second part of the... Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, there we go.
And he's away.
He was a lot closer that time than coming off the banking, and yeah, as I say, Ruiz able to nail that one through turn 1 and move himself back up into 3rd place. And look as he's just immediately pulling away from the Honquist.
Yeah, that oh, I can't you say Honquist after you've said Honquist. Bayer's car is all out of tyre grip now. There's another yellow flag. Lopez dropping down the order. Not A Lopez, D Lopez. JML.
Oh, D Lopez. That's just in front of A Lopez.
Right, he did drop down the order. Anyway, doesn't matter now. It's cleared up. It's gone away. Powers needs to get this move done if he wants to stay in the race.
Yeah, he actually does. Nathaniel Powers in the wheel tracks of Felix Bear then as they come onto the start-finish straight, round the banking. Can he make the move down to someone? He is tucked right up in the slipstream of Felix Bear. And he's, I'd say he's as close as Ruiz was last time round. Bear cuts across them, covers the inside line. Powers is going to have to force the issue around the outside. Can he do it? Oh, there's contact, and round goes Bear.
Ooh, that was fishy. Gotta say, well, I mean, he got the move done, but I don't think that camera angle was very indicative of what happened.
I'm sure we'll get another one, but that's cost Felix Bayer.
Play. As Kinnaman has actually caught last by half a second, but
Yeah, Ruiz is closing in on the pair of them.
Yeah, he's much quicker than both of them, so that's going to be interesting to look out for.
Yeah, it certainly will be. We will keep an eye on that one then. But yeah, contact there between Nathaniel Powers and Felix Bayer then sends the Dutchman down to 9th. Powers up into 4th.
By the way, I know that like Davenport is like on fresh tyres and everything, but he's at the moment lapping at the same rate as the top 2. He's not really losing much time to them. Okay, I say that. Oh, it's all over the place again.
Is Davenport on the softs?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, or he might be on the.
No, he's not. He's on the hards.
Well, why is he pit so early?
Well, I'm assuming he had damage. There was a yellow flag, and then he pitted.
Look at me. I'm Bradley. I know everything.
Did you call Bayer going into the pits?
I did.
Cool. I was checking out what tyres Davenport was on. Here we go then. On board with Powers. And oh yeah, it was a little bit tight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't. Obviously, nothing we've done about it, but you hate to see it, really.
Yeah, it's not nice.
But moving on.
On the plus side, at least Bayer's still in the race.
Yeah, but he's lost any and all advantage he might have gained in that kind of. Who am I kidding? His race was already over. As soon as they put the soft tyres on, his race was done.
Yeah.
So then, I guess we're going to be focused on now.
Hey, he ran 3rd for a while.
That was fun and exciting after his maiden podium a couple of races ago. I'm sure he. I don't know if I can share that joke.
Yeah, probably not. On board with Alexander Zolia then. He's currently sat in 8th place behind Sebastian Bergqvist. Bergqvist doing a solid job.
Bordegal beast. Oh, as we've got JML in the pits.
He's also on the softs. As is Kovalenko.
Oh, not yummy.
Wow.
Or in my tummy.
Poor Dmitro Kovalenko then. So, he's in the race for the first time since Australia.
Woo!
And not only have they hindered him by giving him an AMR, they've given him soft tyres as well.
It's a brave decision, but see, I'm of the opinion.
I get the feeling he's in for a really painful afternoon.
Definitely. I do wonder if the teams that are in Q1, if they actually split their strategies, or if they just put both drivers on the best strategy they can think of.
Davenport's gained time.
I've just looked at that.
He was over a minute behind the leader, and that was only 59.5 seconds.
Ruiz has also gained time, another second.
Davenport is flying.
Whoa! I thought it was Red Bull that gave you wings, not Lucas.
I don't know what Lucas gives you.
AIDS.
No. I knew that was coming. I absolutely set you up for that and realised the moment I'd said it.
You know, the worst part about that is that came out involuntarily. We had a brief yellow flag there.
It's Giordano. Giordano's just lost a few spots.
The hot property Puccio Giordano. That really came out as a diss on my potential new driver.
It did, didn't it? You didn't think that one through, did you?
He's fine. I've chatted with Puccio. He loves a good laugh. And also,
what, at his own expense?
Yeah. Haven't tried that out yet. We'll see how he takes it.
Rectally.
Oh, Bradley, you can't say that. Oh, we got a move now. Zolly up the inside of both. Onto each other. Go on, Simon.
And that is allowed. Adrian Simon. No, it hasn't. Simon tried to sweep around the outside of the pair of them, and suddenly Bergqvist decided to drive into the gravel.
What is wrong? Oh, he's going. Oh, I thought he was about to pop off his rear wing.
So, Sebastian Bergqvist then, unsettled by Zazolia, and, well then, what looked like a bit of a silly error.
Yeah, Honkvist really not having a good time with it as Davenport is in the pits again.
Ouch.
Yeah, so that's going to be a very long day for him. I would just honestly,
Why is he
pull
in the
over
pits
and have a
again?
nice cold
Maybe he
beer.
is on the extra softs. Maybe the information I was fed was wrong.
That reminds me of a question I've had for a long time.
Oh, Lord.
For Adam, okay? Adam, are you listening? Adam, I hope you're listening, because Adam, are you listening? Okay. So in America, when you go to a bar, obviously, or like a pub, whatever you have in place of pubs, if you want a beer, what do you say? Like, I'll just have a beer, please. Do you have to ask the brand? Do you ask? Do you say like, can I have a pint or a half pint, or do they just give it to you in one size fits all cup? Do they sell it bottled? In fact, I know they sell it bottled. But like, do you have to ask for it in a pint? Do you even say pint in America? Get back to me on that. Thank you very much.
Are you like preparing for a trip to America?
No, I've just always been curious, and I realised, hey, there's an American that I can use. That came out so bad.
Yeah, it did a little.
Hey Adam, it's me again. Are you listening again? Because it's me again. Didn't mean any offense with that statement. All the best. You're having a great race so far. Well, ish. I suck at this.
I think you should just stop now. As Timo Kinnaman is now 3 seconds back from the last one, Schnellhide.
Yeah, he's lost time there. Might have been lapping Davenport.
He could have been. That's very true.
Boom. Look
Top
at me.
four
with
within
the
10 seconds still.
Ruiz has gained another second. He's picking up the pace. Well,
He has, yeah. Ruiz is definitely reeling in Kinnaman and class now.
Yeah. I could have added something to that. Mind you, Kinnaman is closing in a bit of a rate of knots at the moment. It's fluctuating a bit.
Well, I think the timing screen, I've noticed this so far in the sort of 17 laps we've had. The timing screen seems to be a half a second out all the time. It kind of flickers from, like the gap between class and Kinnaman flickers between 2.5 and 3.
But I think he is definitely gaining time though. A little bit, not a lot. There he is.
Indeed. What are we at? So, lap 18.
And there's his teammate in the background. I smell fish and chips.
So we are rapidly approaching the 3-stop window, aren't we?
Wait, don't do this for me. I want to work it out.
While he computes in his brain. Can you hear the cogs ticking?
Lap 19. No. Yes.
20.
Lap 20. Oh yeah, because it's lap 20. Oh, I think that's just scared my dog. Oh, we've got Milkovic scraping the wall as he gets overtaken by Bayer. That's a fun afternoon for Nikolai. It's Nikolai.
Yeah, Felix Bayer fighting his way back through the field after his first pit stop. Mind you, he'll be in again in about 4 laps.
Yeah, what a silly goose.
I think that'll work.
Do you reckon he even... I said he's a silly goose.
Oh, why is he a silly goose?
Because he's driving a honk fist.
At least he has a drive.
Hey, listen, I don't want to drive those things.
Yeah, you do.
No, I actually don't. I'd be too scared. Like, I'm an idiot, so I'm going to do something stupid. I'm going to damage that very, very expensive car that a lot of people have worked very hard on.
What, like drive into someone stationary on the track?
Well, do you know what?
Like
Stranger
Felix Bayer?
Yeah, but I mean, other drivers have done it before. Quite the
I know,
fact.
but it was just that we were just talking about it and he was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, it's a good shout, actually. Oh, do you remember that one time we went to Suzuka and everyone thought it would be a funny idea to just drive into the actual pit wall?
You
like
mean the first
head
year?
on? Yeah.
The only year that we went to Suzuka.
Yeah, that's why I said the one time.
No, I don't know what you're on about.
No, not at all.
Oh, into the pits comes class fan Schnellhide. Okay then, so this is at the end of lap 19. Both Franklins have continued.
Oh no! In fact, literally everyone else has continued.
So what does this? If every stint then is 19 laps, it's 19, 38,
57, 67, no,
76.
76. Well, mind you, if he
But if he
makes
can
the
eke
rest of
one
it-
stint out an extra lap, he's safe.
No. Yeah. Oh, that's contact.
Oh, we've got contact. That's Zolya facing the wrong way at turn 1.
I said it earlier, didn't I? That they've not been before. That they find themselves in trouble. At least Perez is still up in 5th position.
Well, don't say it. You've jinxed it now.
Yeah.
So Klaas van Snelheid then, from the lead, rejoins in 7th, 20 seconds behind Timo Kinnaman. So the delta's what, about 22 seconds here for a stop?
I think maybe closer to about 20.
Well,
Oh, no,
because he was 2.5 ahead, so...
Well, we're about to find out.
Yeah, in then comes Timo Kinnaman from the lead, the end of lap 20. It'd be interesting to see whether pitting earlier has given Klaas the chance to get the undercuts. Nathaniel Powers breezes through into the lead then, and Felix Perez, also on the hard tyres, will follow him through in 2nd.
Yeah, and also that Lucas just chilling. Just chilling. Just doing me. Step on.
Klaas van Snelheid then retakes 3rd. And yeah, look at that. He's down into turn 1 before the Franklin of Kinnaman is even out the pit lane.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't a long stop. It was
Kinnaman just then squeezes back on ahead of Johan Halvorsen, and he is some 4 seconds behind Klaas van Snelheid. So he did lose time. Meanwhile, Ruiz has sped out into a whole heap of track there.
Yeah, Franklin have worked that strategy perfectly for Timo Kinnaman, gotten him out just in the right honourable? No, hang on.
Right honourable?
The right honourable gentleman, Mr. Joris Bonson. Here we go. It
was Simon. It was Simon getting revenge.
Oh.
Well, we assume getting revenge. We never saw a replay of the first incident.
No, we didn't, actually.
But it was Zolya and Simon, so it's Zolya and Simon who've come together once again. And Adrian Simon is now down in 19th position as a result of that, so I presume he had to change a front wing in the pit stops.
Oh, I just realised that the drivers between Ruiz and Kinnaman are all on hard tyres, so Ruiz has to do this on track.
Ouch.
Unless they, I mean, for a 2-stop, you'd imagine they'd be pitting at about lap 20, was it 27 at the earliest?
I don't know.
Between 26 and 20, yeah, 26.
Yeah, this is really going to hurt Enrico Ruiz though. He's out behind both North Stars and both Phoenixes.
And interestingly, oh no, actually, never mind. The timer screen, yeah, no, never mind. They are. Powers isn't losing too much time, but he is losing time.
He's gaining time over Perez. Perez could be his saviour here if the Mexican can hold the rest of the field back, because that's contact between Ruiz and Garcia, and Ruiz is facing the wrong way.
Ooh.
And he recovers just into the path of Alexander Zolya, but a lot quicker than I think we were probably expecting there. But either way, that is not going to help him whatsoever. And, well, he's passed Garcia, but he's now slipped behind Sebastian Bergfest.
Under other circumstances, I would call that an unsafe rejoin, but to be honest, I mean, you don't want to be stationary facing the direction that cars are approaching from 200 miles an hour, so, an afternoon goes from bad to worse for Enrico Ruiz.
Yeah, done it just then. The Brazilian not having the best of days so far here in Indianapolis.
Oh, as we've got someone about to exit the pits into the side of this train. No,
yes, Adrian Simon pops in the fastest lap.
What a big boy. That came out.
It did.
Perez is, he's hemorrhaging time now.
Yeah,
he
just.
Class and Kinnaman. Ruiz has actually got Matson pressuring him going into turn whatever this one is.
Yeah, and that's Zolya looking on the inside as well. Zolya down the inside of John Matson, but he can't make it work. Oh, yeah, he can. We didn't through the corner, and that's Alok Kanga taking advantage as well. But no, Matson holds the Estonian off, or can Kanga sweep around the outside. He's on the medium tyres, and he's on fresh mediums compared to Matson's now 23-lap old hards.
Oh, no, Matson's got it back, and...
There goes Kanga.
No.
Yeah, there he goes. He's got it.
That was a good scrap, though. We've seen some
as into the pits behind them comes Felix Bayer then for a second stop.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
Soft tyres are not what you want to be on today.
No. He wants some
Oh, we've got contact at turn 1 once again, and that's Sebastian Bergqvist facing the wrong way.
Is that Zazoli? Yeah, Zazoli.
I think it is Zazoli again.
Finds himself in trouble. What is going on with Alexander?
That's what? That's the third, fourth incident?
I think it's the fourth. Did you? No, actually, it might only be either way, 3 or 4. That's still way too many for one race.
Admittedly, one of them, the middle one, wasn't his fault. We know that categorically because C1 just ran into back.
True.
But yeah.
Ooh, they're just drivers all over the place on the run down that straight. I think they use that straight as a drag strip.
I have no idea.
Hidden.
Al Arkanga then is suddenly only a couple of seconds clear of his teammate.
Oh.
Why is that?
Because he's stuck in the train.
Surely it can't just... Oh, I wonder if he got caught up behind Ruiz when Ruiz had his incident.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And that backed everyone up. Because that seems to be where the gap is, really, doesn't it?
They pass Kanga. Oh, he's got it done. Is he going to get turned round? No. Sorry to cut across here.
No, that's right.
Also goes around the outside of our white flag there.
So both DS Matashaw's then around the outside of rivals at turn 1.
Yeah.
And should we speak about Matashaw?
Yeah, I mean, it was announced, wasn't it?
Yes.
Bit late if it wasn't now. No, wait, it's not. It was announced, right?
It was announced. Yeah, I'm just winding you up.
Oh, don't do that, you little prankster. That was way too loud. Yeah, pretty big announcement actually from Matashaw. Obviously, having been partnered up with DS for what, 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah, 4, I think.
Yeah, because they went.
Yeah, 4, because it was 16 was the first year.
Yeah, because they went from Liverpool branding to Matashaw in 2015 and then DS in 2016, wasn't it?
No, they were still Liverpool in 2015. They were Liverpool for 2 years, and then they were the official DS Works team in 2016, and then since then they've been DS Matashaw. Oh, was Adrian Simon contact? You could see that coming from a mile off, and that is Johan Albertson facing the way, recovering into Elroy Wagner. Sorry, that's Gabriele Garcia. Oh, and there's further contact as Jules Simon into the back, and that is a front wing off then for the Meteor. Garcia still facing the wrong way. Wagner is free. Bayer nearly gets caught up in it as well.
It was actually Vazquez that was just in front of him that made the initial contact. I'd expect a race ban then, because he drove into a stationary car. I'm being serious. There's a precedent in place.
Who was handed a race ban?
I think it was Garcia or Halverson. It was one of the North Star guys.
No. No one's been handed a race ban this year.
I'm sure they have.
Nope. Some people were handed grid penalties. People were handed grid penalties.
I don't care.
As Klaas van Snelheid then has caught right up to back Felix Perez.
Send it, lick it. No, send the stamp and lick it. No, lick the stamp and send it.
There we go.
Amazon next day delivery. Send. No return to sender either.
Oh, so you could totally take that phrase and make it your own.
Sorry?
You could totally take that phrase and make it your own. Lick the stamp and send it.
That's been around for a long time.
Yeah, but you could twist it into something to do with Amazon that you just said.
What, you mean basically say what I said?
Yeah, but better, because it was a bit shit.
It was.
Revise it, come back to us, try again. Klaas van Snelheid then looks to go around the outside of Felix Perez in turn 1. There's contact between the pair and round goes Perez.
Boy. Ooh, and he holds up Kovalenko.
Yeah, but impressively then, Perez retains third place. But it just seems like no one really can pull a move on the outside of turn 1 without contact.
Unless they're a DS Matashaw. Ooh, Kinnaman, okay.
Very nice.
He was done with being stuck behind Kovalenko.
Wasn't it just?
Once again though, Franklin car kind of getting the short end of the stick there. Obviously being stuck behind a back marker and then being stuck behind, getting caught up briefly behind that little bit of contact. He's lost another 3 seconds.
Who has?
Kinnaman. He's lost 3 seconds on that.
Did it? Oh, I wasn't paying attention, of course. He's
He's
right behind Perez now.
Race. Yeah. I wonder if he's... Well, he's not close enough.
No, not this time around. Mind you, Kovalenko's stuck to him, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit and all. Oh, he's on soft tyres and he just pitted.
Yeah, of course he is.
No wonder Kinnaman had trouble getting past. Let's see what else is going on. I'll tell you who is having a stonker of a race. Halverson and the 2 Phoenix cars. Obviously, they have been... I mean, obviously, I think they're all on hard... Yeah, they're all on hard tyres, but still a pretty spicy position to have put themselves in.
I've just noticed, following that contact, Gabriel Garcia had to pit.
Oh.
Because he's down in 23rd as side by side then, Bergqvist and Madsen. Bergqvist round the outside, and that was a very nice move at turn 4.
Yeah, that's how it's done, Sebastian Bergqvist. Madsen, obviously, I think he dirtied up his tyres a bit, mowing the lawn on the way through turn 2, but no, turn 3. But yeah, nice clean move as Hoskins is now right on the back of this pair. Another driver had a brilliant race.
Yeah, Will Hoskins having started at the back as
here we go.
Andromeda, one of 3 teams to fail to submit strategies. But here we go, Timo Kinnaman then. He's braking on the outside of turn 1. He's touched Felix Perez, and has that resulted in Perez going around it? Has again.
Oh dear. Just doesn't seem to be... Mind you, I did feel like with the Kinnaman and class overtakes, they did leave a fair bit of space.
I was going to say, maybe it's just Perez. Maybe Perez is just not leaving them enough room on the outside. They're there, they're alongside, they're entitled to some space, and well, Perez really could be a little bit more, you know, over to the apex.
I think we will have to see another like replay of either of those, or both would be preferable. But I mean, he is on hard tyres. He's been on for nearly half the race now.
This is true. Oh, as Powers pits from the lead then, so they're not going to make a 1-stop.
Dear, that is very big. Because, mind you, Klaas was the only one that really looked like he was going to make up the difference.
Yeah, and Klaas is potentially on for 4 stops.
Oh, shit, that really... Oh, sorry for the bad word. That really closes it up. I reckon
shit doesn't count.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. So, what will be interesting to see where Nathaniel Powers then feeds back in. Is he going to get out just ahead of Johan Halverson? Because that will be absolutely crucial if he does. And I think Nathaniel Powers, he does indeed. He rejoins in 4. And that is ahead as well of Enrique Ruiz.
Hey, Bradley, did I just see that engine smoking?
You're smoking.
Yeah, well, I wish I was, but I can't in the commentary box because somebody complained about it.
Well, I'm sorry. I like my life.
Well, must be nice. That actually came out really depressing.
It did a little. I've just noticed Ruiz has passed both the Phoenix cars.
Yes,
and he's 4 seconds up the road.
Yeah, Zylan, because that's actually kind of odd. Alvarez was about 3 or 4 seconds behind the pair of them, like behind Zylander and Ruiz. Maybe.
And there we go, Perez pits as well, and so he managed to extract 1 more lap on the hard tyres than Powers did, but
that's actually going to harm him more than it helps him.
Yeah, probably.
He's on those older tyres for longer.
And Halverson dives in as well.
Alrighty then, so it honestly kind of looks like it might end up being a pretty straight fight between this top 3. I don't think Ruiz is going to get close enough to get involved.
Yeah, well, what have we got? We've got Klaas on the mediums with
4 stops
at least
left.
2, potentially 3 more stops to Matty, depending on how he eats his tyres out. Kinnaman second on the mediums with 2 stops to make, we think. Powers in 3rd with 1 stop to go on the hard tyres, and Ruiz in 4th on the mediums with 2 stops as well. And then the 2 DS Mathenshaws seem absolutely nowhere in comparison.
Yeah, it's almost like I just get the feeling a little bit. Oh, with yellow flag, it's second one.
Oh, and there's the 2 Phoenix cars, and there's a Holmquist facing the wrong way again.
Well, not Bayer again.
Oh, it's Bayer. I tell you what, if your name is Perez today, you've spent Perez. If your name is Felix today, you've spent more time facing the wrong way than the right way.
Yeah. It's not been a great day for either of the Felixes.
As Nathaniel Powers sets the fast lap on the hard tyres.
Clearly finding it a lot easier to get those bad boys working in these scorching temperatures under under the big sun. I can think of a good adjective.
Under the big sun.
Under the big sun, it gets very hot.
Oh, look at that. Powers replicating Kinnaman's move then to lap Dmitry Kovalenko.
Psh, copycat. Binge. Psh, only multiple world champion in Formula Virtual. Psh, get out of here. Oh, remember that time when he was actually racing at the same team as Kinnaman for like 4 races?
2, but yeah.
2 then, whatever.
There's yeah, that's Zoliron Alvarez then into turn 1. And round the outside of turn 2, the Ukrainian takes 11th place.
I just realised something. That means that next season, Holtbist stand to be the first team since 2015 that isn't Downton to run Powers. That is a hell of a gap. But we don't want to talk about that. So, sorry, I just thought it was an interesting fact. Anyway.
Powers is gaming on Kinnaman.
He's gay.
Gaming.
He's gay.
I don't think his wife would appreciate that.
Powers has a wife? Yuck. That she looks like a rhino.
I mean, that's just harsh.
Sorry, Mrs. Powers. I'm sure your husband loves you very, very much.
Even though you look like a rhino.
Yeah, you have to ride a broom to work. Nathaniel's gonna have some right angry words with me.
Isn't he just? That's a smoking engine, and that is James Vasquez.
Another Honda engine failure.
Yeah, they've had a few recently, haven't they?
Quite a few, and notably, they've all come in these hot conditions.
It is scorchio.
Yeah, but none of the other teams seem to have a consistent problem with keeping their engines intact for an entire race. Wonder if maybe Honda just working their engines a little too hard, or the cooling system maybe isn't quite up to scratch. Because it's easy to skip on that for aerodynamic efficiency. So
perhaps we shall see. He's not giving up though, and he's fun.
Oh, completely seizes up there that rear axle. So good thing that happened at low speed, that's for sure.
Yeah, to be fair, I do wonder if that had something to do with the fact he was on the grass as well.
Perhaps, but you know what? I mean, yeah, you're probably right.
There's costs a couple of guys a little bit of time there as Klaus van Schneider arrives onto the scene, and again, yeah, driver's just backing off, which makes a nice change.
Nah, I want to see him go full pelt through there. Just twat him.
Oh, I tell you what though, that has helped Kinnaman and Powers. Look at the time they've gained.
Yeah, well, I'd say more Powers.
More Powers and Ruiz.
Kinnaman seems stuck in that little bit of traffic behind because he's losing time.
He is.
I'm so sweat.
And there he is.
There he goes.
Putting a lap on Elroy Wagner. Maybe that's why then, count the power car.
Yeah. That's probably why it's so dog shit slow.
Albeit rude. Albeit only for the remainder of this season.
I'm not an albino.
We never did talk about Mathershaw.
No, we got distracted. What did we get distracted by?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, very nice, Wagner. Let your engine supplier's world champion big boy come through. Yeah, very good. Very
good
fair.
boy. Have another fiver.
Is that what you've been paying?
Yeah.
What's that in Australian dollars? Like $50?
I don't know. He seems happy.
I was about to say German kroner, and I realised they just use euros. And even when they didn't, it was francs.
What?
No, it was marks. Francs is French.
Yeah, you blithering idiot.
Oh, yeah, I'm a blithering idiot. Well, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, talk Mathershaw.
Yeah, big change in the. I don't want to say regime, like, but that's a story. But yeah, I think that what they might be doing is, because they've dropped off noticeably in terms of pace in the last few races, I just think maybe Porsche gently swayed them to focus a little bit more on next season as opposed to this one. Either that, or Downton and Franklin are just developing at such a
Oh,
quick
sorry,
pace.
that's sorry to go across, but there is a car off in the background there, and that looked like a Lopez that had been fired across the track.
It's my nan.
And I think it was Elroy Wagner. Yes.
Why they say it's my nan?
I don't know. I'm intrigued as to what happened there though, because it suddenly just seemed to veer off to the left.
Ah, the reverse Ayrton Senna maneuver. No, that's not tasteful.
No.
Well, if you can't laugh about it, then what's the point?
Yeah, but there are some things that should just be avoided.
What? Like your bedroom?
Yes, by like every girl ever.
Females? Oh, anyone who watches Friday Night Dinner will get that.
Kovalenko pits again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. That's your fault.
Yeah, right. Bam. Excited to see because obviously, they haven't confirmed their driver lineup yet.
They've announced one.
Yeah, but I can't remember who it was. I'm not
Simon.
gonna. Shaman. Ah.
Simon.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously it's good, I suppose, that they're keeping him in the fold because. Seaman. Sorry. No. Ahmed, don't ask your parents what that means. What's wrong with you? Because obviously he's been with the team pretty much since the series started, hasn't he?
He has been with the team since the series started.
That's pretty epic. Oh, that's contact.
Yeah, that's Lopez with that front wing.
And that's Ruiz going through rather unceremoniously. Oh, do you like that word?
Aye.
Aye, indeed. Obviously, everyone's seen who Mathershaw have been very publicly interested in. I won't speak any more on the matter, just because obviously nothing.
Yeah, well, you know, I think we can talk about it. That, you know, obviously Adrian Simon has been re-signed, and there has been a rather big name linked to the second seat at that team.
Yeah, as Kinnaman peels into the pits a lap early. Oh, Klaas has made his stint last that
yeah,
lap.
he has. So Klaas has gone to 20, hasn't he?
Yeah, and Tumo's only done 19. So they
and so has Ruiz.
Yeah, so they are now on level pegging. That's not it.
Yeah, no, they are. You're right.
Ah, good. It's just that.
And this should put them all on course for a 3-stop.
Yeah. Well, they will all now have to make their tyres last like 20 laps a stint, pretty much.
No, they won't.
I said to be on the safe side, Brados.
Well, yeah, but 19 and 19
makes 38.
Yeah. Which would put them on lap 77, and they won't hit on the penultimate lap.
I suppose that's true. Oof. Bit of a squirrely moment there.
So they should all be safe to the end now to do it on 3 stops, which means they're only making one more stop than Powers on his hard tyres.
Can I just ask, how on earth has Kinnaman lost 10 seconds to Klaas and like 5?
Don't know, that was a long stop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did he just get tangled up in something and have to change his front wing?
Maybe?
In that stop?
Because, I mean, Ruiz is... Oh, he might have sustained some damage they had to check when he lapped... well, no, when he went past Felix Perez.
Yes.
Well, we'll see if we can get past cleanly this time. He's on very fresh tyres. He's got some very fresh, rubbery boys.
So what have we got? We've got everyone now with one more stop to make, haven't we?
Yes.
Be quite nice if it ended like this.
It's a very big slide from Kinnaman.
So as it stands, Felix Perez is in a net 3rd place.
Yeah, he's done alright for himself, but I don't think he can hold off the two Franklins for a long time, as Ruiz actually manages to finally get that lap over Kovalenko. definitely looks like Dimitro obviously doesn't get out a lot. Maybe he's forgotten what the blue flag means.
Oh, well, yeah, he doesn't see it, does he? Well, I suppose he doesn't qualify. Well, no, because even then he only makes Q1.
No, and he does also get to see it, you know...
On the TV screen.
On the pit, yeah, or on the TV screen, and watching Finn Schneider get them all the time.
Yeah, I suppose. As class one Schnellheit dips under 66 seconds.
Bam!
Just.
That's quite a... I mean, it is quite a mighty lap time, though, for... oh no, it's going to happen again.
Here we go. Kinnaman round the outside.
No, he's done it!
They've avoided contact.
That's why I think that it was definitely, at least partially, down to Perez's tyres going off the cliff, because now that he's on fresher tyres, he was able to keep the car from slithering into the side of Kinnaman. Oh, yellow flag there. It's gone away now. Shit. The two Phoenix boys had a race that was looking really good that has turned to absolute dog poop.
Well, I don't know, I mean, they're still 10th and 11th, that's pretty good.
One of my neighbours ordered pizza.
You've had 2 today.
No, Bradley, we're not telling them about that.
But... You know, what the Danish commentators do is up to them.
Yeah.
Although I'm very jealous that they ordered it mid-race. I want pizza now. Can we order a pizza?
Well, what kind of pizza would you order?
Meteor from Domino's. Do they have Domino's in America?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an American brand.
Oh.
You do. Also, if you ever order a pizza that's got a barbecue base to the commentary box, I'll rip your tongue out and shove it up your ass.
Well, there's just no need for that.
Well, no, there's not. You can't put barbecue as a base. It's sacrilege. There's no need for it at all. Okay, but you're wrong.
But I'm not.
I've got a nice breeze. What have you got, Bradley?
Well, I have a breeze.
Enough money to order a pizza, I guess.
Enough money to order 2.
Ah, but you won't share it with me because you're a binge.
No, because you've just slagged me off, so screw yourself.
Well, do you know what? I stand by it. I'm a person of my principles.
Class van Schnellheit's lap there was quicker than any lap in a race we've seen here at Indianapolis, apart from the fastest lap last year that was set by Adrian Seymour.
So in other words, it wasn't the fastest ever.
No.
Is what you're trying to say.
It was, if we discounted last year.
Wow.
But obviously we don't do that in the record books, so no, it wasn't the fastest lap.
Such a...
Just a really pointless piece of information there for you.
Oh boy. You're a silly goose, Bradley.
Well, at least I'm not you.
Ah, yeah, you wish you were me. I get at least one lady friend a year. As goes in Davenport. He goes into the pit box. Once again, there's no way he's on hard, man.
Yeah, Davenport pits from... Oh, well, we might get a shot here then as he comes past the camera.
Oh, real shots?
Have a look. They're red. They are extra soft.
I knew it. Nah, do you know what that reminds me of?
Yourself?
Yeah. My wife says I need to go to the doctor.
Maybe you shouldn't finish whatever you were going to say there.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, as the gap up front then is 12 seconds between Nathaniel Powers and Fast Van Schnellheit. The 2 Lopez cars running absolutely nose to tail, down in 19th and 20th.
Bradley?
Is it me? Or does suddenly, sorry, on board with Osberg, his yellow looks a lot darker than yellow on Barkley's car in front?
Hey, let's not make this a race thing. Just because we're in America, it's just like he's really compromised actually on that straight compared to Class. What's going on there? Who cannot lap him at all?
Yeah, Osberg is refusing to move out of the way.
It's like he got the instructions confused. They were like, slow down, let him through. They were like, what? Slow down?
Slow him down? Oh, okay.
That I can do, mister.
I mean, he's Swedish, but yeah.
That I can do, Mr. Hurdy-gurdy.
What he's done, though, is he's put Joe Giordano through as well.
and let
And he's let Davenport unlap himself.
So, that's like the opposite of Chad.
Hang on, does that mean Davenport has literally nearly been lapped by everyone in the field? If he's just been lapped by, or unlapped himself from Osberg, he's been lapped by everyone from 19th down. Ouch. Oh, was that Alar Kanga piling Johan Halvorsen off the road, turn 1?
Yeah, he's absolutely rear-ended the poor man.
Hasn't he just? Oh, Jesus, man, Halvorsen.
That's a brave manoeuvre.
Straight over the curb.
So Zolia's going to be happy about that. I'm sure he's going to find a way to cause another incident with Halvorsen soon. He's had a dreadful afternoon. And I would actually be surprised if there weren't ramifications from the team boss for this. Because at their home, he has been utterly shocking. Meanwhile, Perez is right up there with the leaders.
Yeah, in contention for a very strong result.
He's definitely guaranteed at least a top 5, barring exceptional circumstances.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it looks like, for me, actually, the medium and the hard tyres, in terms of strategy, there's not that much between them this race.
No, there doesn't seem to be, as we have a yellow flag in sector 1.
Which is what these guys are coming up on.
Yeah, but it's gone, so presumably nothing serious. But Powers, that has really helped Nathaniel Powers up front, hasn't it? Whilst being stuck in that traffic, the gap's opened up by another 2.5 seconds.
Yes, giving them a right cushy gap, innit?
And when you consider they've all only got one more stop to make, I think Powers is looking pretty good as it stands.
Well, as long as things go to plan, Powers is guaranteed one more stop, but if the tyre deck continues to increase, then we could see Klaas and Kinnaman maybe having to make
two more stops.
Stop. Yeah.
Powers is very much in the pound seats at the moment.
Oh,
that's Ruiz looking at the inside of Felix Perez then for 4th place. And he's not going to do it until the penultimate corner then. Perez holds on.
Felix Perez, no thank you. Do not sign for this package. And, Ruiz doesn't quite pull the move off.
Your delivery puns are getting worse.
You're getting worse. That life. I was about to say we're going to sunk to life, Paddy, because I realised.
I was just going to say, Perez, that was a firm return to sender from Perez.
That's the joke that I made last time. You said it was not good.
Yeah, that's because it didn't work.
No, you just wanted to yoink it.
Yoink.
Look at me, I'm Bradley. I yoink other people.
Here we go then. Ruiz down the inside of the Mexican once again, but Perez holds him off. No, he doesn't.
What a big stinky. Nope, that's
and Perez has let Bayer unlap himself as well.
It's going to make a topical joke that I really feel like it's not the best thing to do, so I'm just going to scooch on past it, sweep it under the rug, no worries.
Do you know, I'm surprised that rug is still anywhere near close to the floor. The amount that you've swept under it.
Because normally I actually don't, I just say what's on my mind. So this is one of those where it's definitely dodgy territory.
I like most of the stuff you say though.
Well, am I allowed to talk about the concentration camps in America, or is that no?
No, definitely not.
That's why I swept it under the rug.
All the best.
So, we've got 30 laps to go. We've got Powers leading with a pretty nice 13.5 second cushion back to his teammate in second, who's also got about 7-8 seconds in hand over Kinnaman in third. Ruiz has had a bit of a dismal afternoon, but he's been making the best.
Oh, this is Kinnaman. This is Kinnaman being bulked by Victor Osborne.
Oh, joy. Kinnaman actually not with a drive for next season. Nobody seems interested in signing him, the poor Finn.
No, not as yet. But we are only just over halfway through this season.
Yeah, but...
And I believe there are still quite a few teams without drivers.
There's like 3. Oh,
wait, I don't think there are that many.
Confirmed drivers.
Sorry?
What?
What?
Said I'm a team without all my confirmed drivers.
Oh yeah, you have a team next year.
Doy.
Totally didn't forget about that one.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Whatever happened to us, Bradley?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's true. But he doesn't talk about what happened between us. Oh.
Also nothing.
Yeah. Hey, mister, I'm definitely straight. Oh, I'm so goddamn funny.
Yeah, but you know.
So at the moment, it looks like when Powers makes his stop, he's either going to come out right alongside Kinnaman or just in front of him.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems to be around the sort of
Literally
gap,
around.
doesn't it? And the time for a pit stop.
Oh, no!
Powers stops! Nathaniel Powers has stopped at the side of the track, and he pulls over and retires from the lead.
Unbelievable scenes here. That engine has just gone up in smoke. Oh, it's Milkovic.
Yeah, and that's one of the North Stars into the back of him. And Klaus van Snelheid, the Downton teammates have come together. Klaus van Snelheid hits his stationary teammate, and it's all gone wrong for Downton. Timo Kinnaman through into the lead.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and Ruiz as well. Oh, Klaus finally gets unstuck, but he's got front wing damage. He's going to need to fix that. And this has just turned the race on its head completely. This is... Oh my gosh. Mate, I don't even know what to say to you right now. I think we're going to have some technical difficulties briefly on my co-commentator's end, but here we go then. His class, just for whatever reason, just chose to drive straight into his teammate, T-bone him, roll him over. We'll be keeping updated on the condition of Powers, but my word, that was I don't think we've seen a pilot like that in a few races for sure.
Klaus van Snelheid there was very lucky that other drivers ran into Powers' car and it freed him.
Absolutely, yeah, because otherwise he'd have been stuck even longer. But that wing damage is absolutely going to.
Well, he's carried on. He's carried on. There isn't. To be fair, there isn't much damage. As round go, Bayer and Wagner in front of Enrique Ruiz. Then
Perez something just about makes it through, but this has definitely made it so Perez is now actually going to have to drive his socks off a little bit to keep Kangaroo at arm's length. You want to just...
I don't know what to say. I mean, that looked like a fairly comfortable 1-2 for Downton, and in a handful of corners, it's all gone wrong.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look and see if... so obviously Kinnaman didn't make any contact, but I'm just trying to see if... Oh, that's not Ruiz.
No, that is our new race leader, Timo Kinnaman then, who has been handed this... Well, I mean, the race lead and the advantage on a silver platter.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't even really say that he did well to avoid the incident. It's just that everyone did a really shocking job of avoiding it. His class goes for that move. Not quite with the grip, I guess, to actually get it done. And Ruiz, yeah, his whole front wing is still intact. So the only person that's going to lose time when they pit
is Klaus. There's I think we have some slight technical difficulties there with Harry a second. I'm sure he will There he is.
You can't hear me. No!
Klaus has lost time. Enrique Ruiz then is on Klaus van Snelheid.
Oh.
So Klaus van Snelheid somewhere has lost 5 or 6 seconds, and he's now right under pressure from Ruiz, and that has handed an even greater advantage to Timo Kinnaman.
I can't say I'm not slightly excited for Timo. Obviously, it's been a long time since his 2 race wins, but I don't think he would have wanted to have it like this. Absolutely not. If I know Timo, which I do very well, he absolutely would not have wanted to, win under these circumstances. He would have wanted to do it on track, because this isn't going to convince anyone that he's done a good job this season.
No, especially given the incidents that Ruiz has been involved in that put him so far back.
Yeah, I mean,
here we go. This is on board with Victor Osberg, and it was Osberg that hit Klaus van Snelheid.
Oh, that's not going to go down well. As Ruiz is now not letting him go, as there's a yellow flag in the first sector. Not really dropping down the order though. Yikes.
Yeah, but it's back again, and one in the third sector as well.
And Kinnaman's just lost a second.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? He seems to be he's picking the pace back up again now, though.
But I mean, I would say that before that big incident and the one where Ruiz got essentially kind of taken out, was that you know, he did kind of put himself in that position by making mistakes and not qualifying. Actually, no, he qualified like 4th, didn't he?
Ruiz?
Yeah, I think
3rd.
3rd.
Yeah.
How did he end up so far behind on the opening lap?
Well, he got overtaken by Bayer, didn't he? And that sort of pushed him wide and settled in, which meant he got behind Powers as well. And I think he then tangled with someone early on as well.
He has driven,
actually. I don't know, quite a lot has happened to this race.
Yeah, now that I think about it, Enrique Ruiz has actually driven quite a stunner of a recovery drive. Ignore that.
He's just struggling to lap Osberg at the moment. Mind you, probably safer to stay behind him.
Yeah, you're probably not far off the money with that, actually. But, wow, I suppose at least the US V-Prix at Indianapolis is certainly living up to its reputation of providing sensational races and surprising races, for sure.
Delivers every year, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I have to say though, I do wish the drama had involved fewer of our cars.
That's true. Both of your cars were involved. That's all of them.
Yes, thank you. You don't need to emphasise that point.
But it's odd because obviously we've seen Franklin be mostly the actual bearers of bad luck this season. They've just not been able to catch a break, and this looks like it finally could be their break to get a result they really needed.
Yeah, this could be a huge swing in the championship. From what looked like a nigh on guaranteed Downton 1-2, they were pretty comfortable up front, and suddenly Franklin look as though they're going to take rather a large number of points away.
Yeah, obviously the Downton. I think the Downton pair this race they were probably faster than the Franklins, but I don't think there's actually that much in it anymore. So honestly, I don't really see what Class is going to be able to do from this position, especially with that slight front wing damage.
If anything, I can only see that dropping in behind Ruiz as well.
Yeah, exactly. Which would really, really mess up the championship.
Yeah, wouldn't that just compound the issue?
It just feels like Downton have had a bit of a torrid time of it this year. They had DS taking points off of them earlier in the year, subsided for a bit, and now Franklin have surged forward, and they've got First constantly nipping at the heels as well.
I mean, I'm going to disagree with you there. We are leading both championships with a reasonable margin.
Yeah, but I think you could have been leading a lot more.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you could always say that.
You could always think, why am I being a child? Oh, is mine? Can you hear me?
Yes, I've always been able to hear you.
Well, no, you haven't, because I did that. Hello, Kinnaman. Oh, I just cooed a little bit.
Oh, and again. Timo Kinnaman suddenly very nervy on these. Well, to be fair, they are literally about to dive into the pits, aren't they?
No.
Yes.
Yes. In fact, this lap should be the pit stop lap.
Next lap.
No.
No. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
59.
69.
If they pit this lap, then they've gone a lap early.
No, because it's 19 laps.
Yeah, they pitted on lap 40.
39.
40.
39. They came out of the pit on lap 40.
They did.
You can go back and have a look, chum. Because we made a point that Class pitted first on lap 19 and then again on lap 39 because he did 19 laps and then 20 laps.
There. Class pits.
Oh.
And so does Ruiz.
That's a big boy move.
Okay, so both Class and Ruiz are going to get the undercut here on Timo Kinnaman, although they are 10 plus seconds behind him, so I'm not sure it's really going to make any difference.
Now, I want to see how quick that Downton pit stop is going to be. Because this is make or break time, really.
Isn't it
They need
just?
to try and
We're
make
on board with Ruiz then, in the pits.
quick stop.
Yeah, and they obviously don't change the front wing classes straight back out.
Yeah, but it's like I say, it's a very slow stop there for Enrique Ruiz, and that might actually cost him dropping behind the Phoenix pair. We'll see as Klaas just gets out ahead of Halverson. Oh, and he's stuck behind the Phoenix pair. This is huge for Klaas.
Yeah, isn't it just? That could have then saved Klaas van Snelheid second place in the race as we have a yellow flag in the first sector. And what that could also do, depending on how long Ruiz is stuck here, that could bring Felix Perez into play.
Absolutely, obviously, don't forget, he does need to pit, mind you, as speaking of...
Yeah, he does, but, yeah, well,
pit?
you'd assume him on the hard tyres is going to be quicker than the two Phoenixes.
That's a good point.
There's, this is going to hand Perez the lead.
Crazy.
Is this the first time in his career?
Yeah, wait. I think it might be, yeah. Don't quote me on it.
Who we think it is? Felix Perez leads a Formula Virtual race for the first time in his career then, as Timo Kinnaman rejoins in a very, very comfortable second place.
Yeah, lots of lovely clean air for him. He's lost a couple of seconds.
Yeah, gap's down to what, around 9?
Actually, it doesn't look... Yeah, about 9. So he's only lost about a second on that undercut, and he's definitely going to make it to the end on those tyres. What he's got to do... Well, he won't catch Perez before he pits. It's really hard to bet against Kinman in this situation. Zazolia has really benefited from that big incident as well.
Yeah, hasn't he just?
He's definitely safe by the bell, but I think there are still some questions that need to be asked.
Mind you, Zazolia, when he pits, will still be behind the two Mathshaw's.
Really?
Yeah. Wow.
I need to pit.
Kanga at least. No, they don't. They've just made the stops. They're on the mediums.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to Mathshaw.
Mind you, they have rejoined behind Bergqvist, who I believe is on the hard tyres. Oh, yes, he's going to pit again, isn't he?
Ruiz is still not...
No, he's still stuck behind both Phoenix cars. Phoenix's race has suddenly turned out really quite impressive, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's been a race of three halves, I guess. But I know it doesn't add up, but I'm trying to modify the saying.
Do you know, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
There's Ruiz round the outside then of Sergio Alvarez at turn 1, and that was a very nice move indeed from the Brazilian.
Utterly bustly.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't really like that quote either. So then, we are only about 18, 17...
And here we go then. Ruiz on the second Phoenix of Thierry Zylander, and he's done the pair of them in 1 lap. And Zylander's allowed his teammate through as well. And
JML. Oh, that's lap.
Yeah, he's lap.
Oh, and that's Simon as well. Just for good measure. Thanks for that. Thanks for not being the person I said you were. Now, Perez is going on for another lap. You don't think he's going to try and make it to the end, do you? Because they picked on
I think he'd be silly if he did, because he's losing a lot of time now.
That's a good point. Is that Kovalenko in the pits?
There you go. Halverson pits. So I'd assume Perez will be in at the end of this lap.
Indeed, he probably will.
But Bergqvist doesn't then, so he's got Kanga and Adrian Simon all over the back of him. Alar Kanga dives the inside of turn 1, and well, Simon. I can't feel that was a day late and a dollar short.
Oh, he said it, everyone, he said it.
And I apologise, I just dabbed in the commentary box.
I don't think I'm being extreme, but kill yourself tonight. Well, that was it. Oh, didn't like that. Kanga then lining up another go into turn this, and
what a beautiful switchback from Alar Kanga!
Absolutely spectacular stuff. We haven't seen it so much this season. And people wondered if now he's not in such a fast car, he's still got it, but definitely proving there that he does.
Yeah, as Felix Perez then pits from the lead, which hands back to Timo Kinnaman, who now has 16 laps to go and a 9-second advantage over his closest rival.
Yeah, obviously it's been nearly 4 years since Kinnaman last won a V-Prix, and he's going to be quite eager to hold this one together.
Isn't he just? He's got no more stops to make. Felix Perez then rejoins, and he's, wow, I didn't expect this. He's pretty much wheel to wheel with Al Arkanga, but he's just about got ahead of the Estonian.
You were looking at Kanga having a bit of a squabble with Simon.
Yeah, but I knew Perez was just coming out of the pits.
It's going to be interesting though, because obviously Perez is on the fresher tyres, these boys are on softer tyres.
Oh, Klaas is off the road! Klaas van Snelheid off the road! And what's that going to do? I think he's just about recovered in front of Ruiz.
He has, yeah, there he is. But that is absolutely... That's a gap. Do you know what? He had the 8-second gap that he could have whittled down, but what has gone on there? As we've got a yellow flag in sector 3 now. He's kicking off again, Bradley.
Yeah, well, he's not died for the pit lane, so thankfully I don't think Klaas has picked up any damage in that. But what's going on here then? So this is behind Elroy Wagner, and he's just lost it on the curb. He's thrown it off the road all on his own.
Just, maybe I think feeling the pressure a little bit of being the only remaining Downton and trying to get that result back for the team as there's debris,
all over turn 1.
Did that colour look like the colour I think it looked like?
Do you know, I was just thinking exactly what you were thinking.
I think that looked like a Franklin front wing.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Kinnaman has lost about a second.
Yeah, but he's holding the gap. Oh,
yeah,
Klaas again, all over the curb.
Something seems up. I mean,
he's unsettled, isn't he?
Something has definitely either he's got a problem with the car.
I mean, to be fair, he did just T-bone his teammate.
Yeah, but that's the front. It looks like the rear is sliding around.
Yeah, but I mean, in the mind.
That's true.
Unsettled.
In a car. Well, Kinnaman carries on, so I don't think he sustained damage. Who's front wing attack?
I don't know. There was definitely some white and yellow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of... There might be the AMR.
Oh, that's true. Where is Kovalenko? He's not last.
Hey, good man.
In fact, he's ahead of Lopez as well.
Yeah. How is Hutchinson
There's
behind
Klaas there. Again, the back end steps out, sorry, on the exit turn 2. And Ruiz must really be fancying this one now.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely legendary scrap as they're very hard on those curves.
And here we go, Ruiz closing in all the time, looks to the inside of Klaas van Snelheid. Enrico Ruiz dives for it. Klaas holds him off though for the time being. Can he? You know, Ruiz round the outside. Ruiz is into second.
You know, yeah. That was quite a quote. I want that on a t-shirt. You knew you.
And I have to say, you sensed that was coming. Enrico Ruiz is, Klaas van Snelheid has been unsettled now for a number of laps, and Ruiz has looked far and away quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. Klaas just... Something's gotten under his skin, and if he doesn't sort it out soon, he might end up falling back in the clutches of Felix Perez.
Probably running into his teammate.
His teammate's out of the race.
I know, but that probably got under his skin. It's Klaas van Snelheid. He's not taking this one lying down though. Down the inside of Enrico Ruiz at turn 1, and Klaas van Snelheid, he's made it work.
Fair play to the Dutchman. He has decided to actually get his shit together, and he's actually reclaimed that place. Can he now hold it together and hold off Ruiz? I think he's missing a what? Yeah. Oh yeah, because he didn't get his front wing fixed.
Yeah, so, he's missing the end plate on the front right.
That won't be affecting. It might be affecting his pretty bit.
I mean, it probably isn't helping. It's there for a reason usually, so.
Is it though?
It is. Believe it or not.
I'm a mechanic and you're not, so yeah. Maybe leave it to the professor.
So you should. Oh, as we've got Bergqvist and Kovalenko tied together at turn 1.
Hot. Here comes Kinnaman, the race leader.
Yeah. Oh no! Kovalenko's driven into the race leader, and Timo Kinnaman is without a front wing.
Nothing for Timo.
The race turns on its head yet again.
Oh dear. I really can't say that I'm not disappointed for Kinnaman right now.
That's Franklin front wing at turn 1 now.
Yep. Definitely is. Obviously, he's gonna have to pit to change that. They can still
change it. There's nothing left.
Yeah, but change the nose. Change the nose, Bradley.
I know.
That's going to send him all the way back to 7th position.
And suddenly, Ruiz is slowed. Ruiz has just lost 2 seconds to Klaas van Snelheid.
I wonder if he's lost his front wing as well.
No, we just saw him. He looks fine. Timo Kinnaman then, from the lead, without a front wing, dives for the pit lane. And this is going to cost him what looked to be a very, very good shot at victory.
I think from now on we just won't say looking like a certain victory. Because each time we say it, yeah, he has lost. Ruiz is now about, oh no, it's still about 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I know admittedly he's just been stuck behind Giordano, but he kind of already lost that time. And what that does, that puts Perez onto the podium.
Well, I guess first might actually be able to get their dream
Timo
result.
Kinnaman, this is heartbreaking for the Finn then. And look at that, he's fallen all the way down to 7th place.
Yeah, and he won't find another position from there, not really.
No, not 10 seconds behind Zazolya.
That's a massive shame. Oh look who's behind him, Kovalenko.
Well, yeah, they pretty much came into the pits at the same time, didn't they? They both needed front wing replacements.
Yeah.
Not a huge surprise.
You're not a huge surprise.
I'm not. No, you're right. I'm here every race.
No, I'm not.
Suddenly, for some reason, Alvarez is back behind Zylander and some like 8 seconds behind him.
That might have been. I think he was caught up in the contact.
Oh, was he? Okay.
I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on anything. It's generally just not a good idea.
No, but I've quoted you now.
Listen up, bucko.
I have to say then, that repass that Klaas pulled off could prove pretty crucial.
Huh?
What do you mean, huh?
I wasn't listening to you.
The re-overtake that Klaas pulled off could prove pretty crucial.
Oh, you mean to say that the repass that Ruiz pulled? No, I still didn't get it. What did you say?
You know when Ruiz overtook Klaas?
Yeah.
And then Klaas overtook him back?
Yeah.
That could prove crucial.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's now leading.
He is biting.
You dingbat.
Oh, hang on.
You are disgusting. Klaas van Snelheid leads then as they start lap 70 of 78 here at Indianapolis. It's 1.5 seconds over Enrique Ruiz. Perez is another 3 seconds back in 3rd place and, well, looking for his first ever podium.
Yeah, but look, he was also looking for a podium a second behind him.
Yeah, Alar Kanga is stalking the Mexican.
Hot. He's like ice.
What?
Adam will get that one. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency.
Oh dear.
It's not in a funny way, it's a sad way.
You're a sad way.
But you said I can't talk about it, so I can't talk about it.
You can't talk about it.
But please?
No.
I'll let you feed me barbecue pizza.
I have no intention of feeding you barbecue pizza. If I order barbecue pizza, I am eating it all.
But it's such an intimate thing to do with your lover.
But you're not my lover, nor do I have any intention of being intimate with you. So there we go.
He says this, right, folks? Oh,
and he means it.
2.5 seconds, make that 3 seconds nearly.
What?
No, 2.5. No, 1.5. 2.5. It's 2.5.
The gap between Perez and Kanga.
Kangaroo's lost a second and a half.
He has, yeah. That happened about half a lap ago and you weren't paying attention.
Hey, you happened about half a lap ago. Time is an illusion.
You're an illusion.
It's like of human perception.
You're an illusion.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, you're a loser. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Who's dropping downfield? Because someone's out because it's a pretty permanent yellow flag.
Piss yellow. Yummy in my tummy.
Keep an eye on the timing screen.
I'm looking at it. Could be Hutchinson.
No one's moving.
That's why I think it could be Hutchinson.
No, that's a shout.
Did you hear that with Ruiz there? He had to actually.
Oh, Jules Simon.
What a bum. He actually drove quite well today.
He didn't.
No, he didn't. I'm trying to be nice. Can we talk about that? That's a point we didn't address.
What, you being nice?
No. Meteor.
Oh, yeah, crack on.
What, do you want me to do it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, Kaz yeeted himself out of the series, and no, that's a horrible way of putting it. Unfortunately, Kaz was unable to continue because he's had a lot of difficulties personally. So instead, Meteor has now been taken over by what's his name? Shane.
I just kind of want to see if you can remember it.
Shane.
Yes.
Shane Dawson.
Shane. What? It's not Shane Dawson. He's a YouTuber.
I know.
Well, that was what happened to Jules Meteor. Jules Meteor? That's not right.
Yeah.
Jules Simon.
Can you imagine having I was about to say rear names, but there's still a last name, so I guess I'm no better.
What were you going to say? Can you imagine having a
last name Meteor, like Adrian Meteor?
Oh.
Jules
I thought you were going to say, imagine having the last name the same as the team name. I'm like, well, we could have Lopez and a Lopez, so...
I want to see that. Dylan, make it happen. It's not like Osberg's doing anything for you.
Well, he's been sacked off for next year, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, I say sacked off. He's gone to. He's joining the Swedish Navy.
Yeah. What an imperialist.
But yeah, as you were pointing out, Meteor have been. There's a yellow flag in the middle sector. It's not the race leader because he's on screen.
There he is. There's our big boy.
So, but it's definitely someone. Because again, the yellow flag is not going away. Giordano. Yeah, Giordano's just fallen behind Osberg and Bayer, and there he is. So the sole Ocelot in this race is out of it.
Oh dear.
Because Hunter Ryan failed to qualify for the first time in his career.
Yeah. Bit shit.
It was a bit. Meanwhile, we haven't mentioned this at all. There is only one Andromeda in this race, Will Hoskins, because De La Fuente failed to qualify for the second time in 2 races, but became the first man that failed to qualify due to a technical failure on his car in Q1. He didn't even get a chance.
What an interesting record that nobody wants. But
yeah, Hoskins, it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? But, you know, there we go.
Like, Hoskins has really put in the work. He's in 12th place. I mean,
he is indeed. Oh! But look who's behind him!
Milky Tits. Oh, Milky Tits!
Fujima!
Hello, that's pretty cheeky, if I do say so myself.
When you consider Lucas's best result so far is 50, AMR's is 40.
This could
be huge for Chima.
Chima, what a name. Can I just say, by the way, so does anyone here live in the UK and go to Costa? Obviously, yeah. Brad is the only one that can answer that question. Have you ever had the watermelon and coconut cooler?
I haven't, no.
Ah, well, it comes out the exact same colour as the actual colour tab for Chima cars. Not the colour of their car, but the little bit next to the driver's name. Comes out that exact same colour. Go to a Costa and order one, you'll see what I mean. Actually don't, they're really not very good. Watermelon and papaya is where it's at. Anyway, well, 3 laps left. Nothing looks like it's going to stop this man from taking victory. I've done it. I'm taking a bold risk, Bradley. Bradley?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just... Meteor.
Yeah,
Shane O'Connell.
I was about to say
no,
that.
No, you weren't. You've been trying for like 5 laps and got nowhere. And it's also been announced that Lewis Ellington, who started this season with Excelsior, but vanished when the team disappeared into obscurity, is going to return with them.
For a bargain fee as well. Oh,
this season.
That's in breach of regulations. He's not allowed back till 2020.
What do you mean?
I'm pretty sure Ellington raced for Meteor in 2016.
14.
Was it 14?
Yeah.
Hey, this series really has been going on a while now,
Yeah,
hasn't
2014. Lewis Ellington, it was announced on Tuesday evening, will return to Meteor. So one of them, either Jules Simon or JML, let's be fair. To be fair, JML hasn't been as bad as I think we were expecting. One of them is going to be ousted.
it? They've both been equally poop. So
I fully expect Ellington to come in and trounce whoever he is against.
Yeah, but then Ellington, you don't really rate him, so
No, I don't, and that goes to show how little I rate the two that he's one of whom he's going to head up with.
Basically, to Bradley, if it's not Ruiz, Simon, Klaas, or Powers, then he just says they're shit.
That's not true.
Or sorry, Vasquez or Hoskins.
That's not true.
Who else then?
Kanga.
You think Kanga's not shit?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously everyone else knows he's not, but this is you we're talking about.
I rate Kanga.
You do what to him?
I rate.
Oh.
Dick.
Well, you're the one that said it, not me, right? Oh, here we go. Ruiz is quite close.
Yeah, I was going to say, suddenly, we have just one lap to go here in Indianapolis, and there is less than half a second between the two race leaders, Klaas van Snelhout and Enrico Ruiz. We've seen two leaders when they were in a fairly comfortable position, cost victory. And, well, here we go again. That's the final lap here in the United States. Klaas leads Ruiz, and the gap is practically nothing. They don't have, I don't think, any back markers directly in front of them.
No. Can we talk about really quick? JML sticking with these two for the last, 5 or 6 laps. It's been brilliant.
He's only just heard that Ellington's back, and he's like, I want my place.
Yeah, but he's just... Oh, that's... He's just forced...
Yeah, he has. I think that's handed it to Klaas van Snelhout then. Klaas has just opened the gap up a bit as Ruiz had to almost defend there from JML.
Yeesh.
And yeah, that's hampered Ruiz, and Klaas now then has a clear run. I kind of don't want to say it. I'm tempted even now that it might, I'm concerned even now that it might tempt fate. But Klaas van Snelhout, he rounds the banking for the final time. His teammate fell off the road in front of him. Kinnaman got entangled in an incident, and Klaas van Snelhout picks up the victory then here in the United States. Enrico Ruiz finishes right behind him in second place, while Felix Perez claims his first ever podium in third, and the first of the season for his American first team. They will be very, very pleased that has come at home. Alar Kanga and Adrian Simon across the line, pretty much nose to tail, but not nose to tail because they were nowhere near one another, in fourth and fifth. Zazoli is sixth, Kinnaman...
10 seconds before the finish, by the way.
Yeah, Timo Kinnaman will be, well, absolutely devastated with seventh.
And I think I would expect to see a penalty come in the way of Kovalenko, because it's not the fact they made contact, it's the fact that Kovalenko was driving the wrong way when they did. So I would expect that to be looked into. But it's still... That was a hell of a race. Utterly sensational.
I have to say, for a race that should have been won by Powers, and then Kinnaman, to see Klaas van Snelhout stand on top of the podium is a really strange feeling, seeing as he was involved in 3 incidents.
But he's driven well, and so has Ruiz actually. A pair of them have been brilliant.
Yeah, great recovery from Enrico Ruiz. Wasn't quite enough in the end. He got the overtake, but Klaas van Snelhout, crucially, when it counted but was only for second place, managed to pull the overtake back, and as a result of that, Klaas van Snelhout is the winner here in the United States. So the official classification shows that Klaas van Snelhout is the winner then, and with fastest lap that means he takes his 3rd career hat-trick, putting on as many as Adrian Simon and Will Hoskins. Enrico Ruiz 2nd, and Felix Perez in 3rd then on the hard tyres. The maiden podium for the Mexican at first home race, and they will be absolutely delighted. Further down, Nathaniel Powers, a crucial retirement with that engine failure, a race that nearly went oh so very wrong for the Downton. In the Drivers' Championship then, well, that means that Klaas van Snelhout moves into the lead. It's now 5 points over Nathaniel Powers. There's change further back as well. Sergio Varez goes up to 12th ahead of Sebastian Bergqvist. Timo Kinnaman could have gained ground had it not been for that unfortunate incident with Dmitro Kovalenko late on that resulted in him pretty much losing the win and dropping down to 7th. Thierry Zylander moves up 4 places, as does Nikolai Milkovic with that great result for Cima, which also makes a difference in the Constructors' Championship then. Taking a look at that, Downton still lead. It's 83 points over Mathshaw and 90 over Franklin. That gap is reducing ever so slightly. Further behind, Phoenix have now taken 7th from Ingram. They move on to 21 points to close in on Holmqvist. But further back, Cima are up 2 spots to 13th, past both AMR and Lucas. But that's all from our race here today at Indianapolis. So from both me and Harry, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for round 10 from Spielberg, Austria.